This is still one of my favorite little groomers, just a pallet. I put runners on it and they're sloped up a bit so the pallet sits up on an angle. And I just put a piece of plywood there just for shits and giggles. That's old truck box liner. Leaves nice corduroy. And then I'll flip her over and it fills with snow. It gets pretty heavy. Got enough snow to drive out here, so I hauled the beast. And I got my hitch all set up. I can tow any one of my 4 groomers. But I usually start with that one, and I might go with that one. I'll get some video of it doing its thing. Cheap. Actually, all my groomers are free. Ooh, snowbank I didn't see. We have to get up into the bush and back there to drop off the rocks in the trailer, then we'll run back and get the groomer. Oh, we're gonna have to get a base put on this road. Have a little trouble getting into on the trailer. Pretty soft under there. Might have to lock up the front end to get in here. Oh well, later. We're stuck now. Not really. Once we get that Yamaha tank off there, I can always get her out of here. We'll worry about that later. I'm not going to do much. I'm going to make a rip around the trail with the sled for this thing does. Happy. I can't steer this thing with one hand. You guys know what groomers do. And that's the corduroy that the box liner leaves. I've had people question my box liner durability. It'll outlive you. That's all I can say. That stuff's tough. I gotta put a new hitch on this thing too. All my groomers are made to be hooked together as a team. That's a great big long one. I never use that one. That's the one I have that's half the size does a really nice job. That thing will smooth it like a pool table. But all my groomers need a bit of fresh snow. They don't have any cutting ability because I'm not worried about that, because my trails are in those bushes and they are steep up and down, and anything that cuts anytime I went up and over a ravine or a hill or something, it just get me in trouble. All my stuff just floats and it's a drag, and it works for me. And that's one of my tow rigs. The other is an ATV Grizzly with a set of tracks on it. I'm just trying to get some sort of base on my road so I can plow. That's where these guys are. Good. Show you this back one, what it does now. I really love this thing, especially independent on the trail. I'm not sure I can do this with one hand, but it pivots and it floats. You can see the bolt right there. And gotta pull ahead. It flips over for a grader. There you can see it piles up under there. And it levels the trail side to side nice, fills the old cow path ruts, stuff like that. That is my favorite little toy. Again, didn't cost me anything. Really just rolls the snow under there nice. So I'm probably going to do everything. I'm going to drop the pallet and just grab that thing and go do my trails. So there's my baby drag, and it's got the ball hitch on it too. And to do a really nice job, I always need a little bit of fresh snow. I put that one behind this with the box liner down, and it does, I love it. I mean, I absolutely love the floating drag system. There's no weight, I don't have to adjust. I love it. So now I just have what I call my packing pan hooked up, and I'm going to use it in grader mode. There's a lot of ruts in there from cows and ATVs, so this will level side to side a bit, and you already saw what it did. So I'm going to go play, and I just kind of leave everything parked down here in the bottom of the valley. And like I said, I got ravines in there. There's some corners I can barely make with this on. I'll usually use a pallet, and I got a couple trails. I usually just go on for the sleds. My trails are mostly used for vintage sleds and walking. There's nobody down here with big mountain sleds. This is private land. Up at my shack is where I leave some stuff. And there's cellular trail cameras and all the fun stuff down here. I know who's coming and going, but it's basically right 1,000 acres of valley here. A bunch of old wood cutting trails, some ATV trails. If you want, there's a town that way. It's east, probably about 5 miles. You go stay in the valley most of the way. You can go up to the bar, have some wings and a Pepsi, because you know you should never have a beer or anything with that. So, but yeah, not a lot of snow always here, but up in my trails, I do pretty good. And I got 6 old Olympic snowmobiles, Skidoo Olympics, 75 to 77s they are. And they're my little hobby. That's what my trails are for. I'll try to do a little bit with one hand here. You can see it's just knocking the snow out. And I had some bad ruts back there. And ATVs back there. So pretty good. That's her. And then what I'll do is tomorrow, the next day, I'll flip it over with the corduroy after it sets up a bit, and she'll pack down nice. Mind you, we're getting up above freezing here, so anyways, that's what I do. I like seeing what you guys do with all your stuff too. It's awesome.